Hi folks, my name is Ralph Litwin and this is Horses Sing None of It, a series. It's a project of the Folk Project, an activity of the Folk Project, and that's a nonprofit in New Jersey. And this is our first episode taping at the Amherst Media Studio in Amherst, Massachusetts, where I've moved recently to live in Massachusetts. And our guest today is Alan Podber from Brooklyn, New York.
And Ralph Litwin of Northampton, Massachusetts. All right.
How you doing, Al?
I'm doing just fine. You seem to be doing well.
Yeah.
Good. So, it's you know I still send out the recordings because I'm the community sponsor for Horses Sing None of It in a couple of cities. We communicate a lot, but it's nice seeing and sitting next to you in the old position the way we used to. Yeah, for so many years. Yeah, so thank you for giving me an opportunity to be here today.
Yeah, this I'm glad you can make it.
This is, there are over 750 episodes of Horses Sing None of It, which has been aired in cities all around the country, from New York to California.
Thanks for that plug.
Yeah, people should know. It's a very valuable resource in traditional music. It's an archive that will continue on, hopefully, for as long as there are people to listen to this music.
And it can be found on YouTube.
Yes, just about all of the episodes, including those that we thought were lost because CDs and DVDs apparently don't last forever. And they don't last much longer than tapes did, but we found some wonderful techniques of salvaging them, and most of the episodes are still extant, and they're on YouTube.
And we're going to start off with
Voodoo Queen Marie, it's a poem written by Antonia Stamfel, and also Antonia Duran and some certain other names, but she's basically Antonia. And this song was originally part of a song cycle that she wrote about Marie Laveau, the Voodoo Queen of New Orleans. And this is the only one which ever was preserved. And I just think it's a great song. It's fanciful, but it keeps keeping with the legend of Voodoo of Marie Laveau, who was alleged to have lived for 150 years. Basically because her daughter took her identity and became Marie Laveau. So that's how she lived 150 years. But I love the song. The melody was most people learned the melody from the Taj Mahal's first album, Giant Step, and the Old Folks at Home. And he played it on banjo, and the tune is called Colored Aristocracy. So this is Antonia's poem. She's also writes music, but for this song she used the old cakewalk, and we can play it.
From New Orleans, here she comes now looking like the universe is hers. Voodoo Queen Marie, she ran the town of New Orleans, and this is her melodies like her favorite time. Those fine Don't the men folks stare? Gypsy hoops and rainbow clothes and long black shiny hair. And down to her hips, she got cherry-colored lips. Other women walk on the earth, this was sailed on the air. Folks tell fabulous lies, they say they dream about checker lines. Say she's a cat in disguise, say she got horns on her head. Say she's married as well, say she wed the devil in hell. Turn him into a big black snake and keeps him under her spell. Dancing with a snake, dancing all night long by the moonlit candle through the lake. Dressed in flaming red, dancing with the dead, dancing all night long with a big red fish all over her head. Voodoo's no hard name, they pass the tale from hand to hand. You can walk throughout the land, never hear a word said but if you know where to look. It's not written in anyone's book. All the news come on and say Queen Marie is not dead. Take it out.
Woo! Voodoo Queen Marie. I love that song.
As I do, too.
Yes. Notable versions were done by the Holy Modal Rounders and other groups, and including us on our CD, the fabulous Furry Harmonica Brothers, with Gibbony White, who used to play with us, and my dad, I think, plays on that too, Lenny Pat. That's his 6 guys in a telephone booth. Anyway, so...
We're also joined by Bob Sackey on several numbers.
Bob Sackey, yes. Bob Sackey's amazing, and a hero also. He was in 9/11, and he's a fireman, and he was there, you know, on the day, I believe, and in the cleanup, and he plays the bass saxophone and tuba on the album, and so he's a brilliant musician and a hero to boot.
What are you going to play for us, Al?
Well, let's try. Let's do some Lead Belly songs. But I'm going to play some Lead Belly songs. Some I'll do the way Lead Belly does them, and some I'll do the way I do them. So this, When I Was a Cowboy, White's got all of the popular 19th and early 20th century cowboy heroes in this song. It's very cool. Let's try this. Cowboy out on the western plain. When I was a cowboy out on the western plain, I made $500,000 pulling on the bridle rein. Come a cow, cow, yicky, come a cow, cow, yicky, yicky, yicky. Oh, the hardest battle was ever on Bunker's Hill. Oh, the hardest battle was ever on Old Boot Hill. When me and a bunch of cowboys run into Buffalo Bill. Come a cow, cow, yicky, come a cow, yicky, yay. Come a cow, cow, yicky, come a cow, cow, yicky, yay. Oh, the hardest battle was ever on the western plains. Oh, the hardest battle was ever on the western plains. When me and a bunch of outlaws run into Jesse James. Come a cow, cow, yicky, come a cow, cow, yicky. Come a cow, cow, yicky, come a cow, cow, yicky. When me and a bunch of cowboys run into Jesse James. Me and a bunch of cowboys run into Jesse James. The bullets was a-falling just like a shower of rain. Come a cow, cow, yicky, come a cow, cow, yicky, yicky, yay. Come a cow, cow, yicky, come a cow, cow, yicky, yicky, yay. I rode up to my gal's house. She was rocking in a rocking chair. Rode up to my gal's house. She was rocking in a rocking chair. She said, "Oh, Western cowboy, please don't you leave me here." Come a cow, cow, yicky, come a cow, cow, yicky, yay. Come a cow, cow, yicky, come a cow, cow, yicky, yay. So tomorrow, if your house catches on fire and there ain't no water around, if your house catches on fire and there ain't no water around, throw your jelly out the window, let the doggone shack burn down. Come a cow, cow, yicky, come a cow, cow, yicky, yay. Come a cow, cow, yicky, come a cow, cow, yicky, yay. So come all you cowboys, don't you wanna go? Come all you cowboys, don't you wanna go? Come meet the Lone Ranger on the range of Buffalo. Come a cow, cow, yicky, come a cow, cow, yicky. Come a cow, cow, yicky, come a cow, cow, yicky.
All right.
All right. Well, and that's my arrangement. Leadbelly plays the melody on the bass, but I also do a little finger picking on it. Let's see if I can get it right. Leadbelly. We'll start with Leadbelly. I think Leadbelly plays it in F, but in the Pete Seeger and Julius Lester book, it's in G, and I think most people play it in G now, so I'm going to play it in G fingering, not in G chords. Relax your mind, we'll make you live a great long time. Sometimes you've got to relax your mind. When the light turns green, push down on the gasoline. One time you've got to relax your mind. Shove your brakes down to the bed. That's the time you got to relax your mind. Relax your mind, relax your mind. We'll make you live a great long time. That time you got to relax your mind. When you're driving your automobile, keep your eyes on that windshield. That's the time you gotta relax your mind. Relax your mind, relax your mind. Makes you feel as fine as wine. That's the time you gotta relax your mind. sad story. Once was a man crossed the railroad tracks. He forgot to relax. That's one time you should have relaxed his mind. Okay, here's now. This I do more straight lead belly. This is more the way he played it. Lead belly did a lot of finger picking like this. Notice how the thumb just goes down like this, whereas the Piedmont players did that, which is basically like, you know, Merle Travis did that style of picking, and that's why it got to be called Travis picking. Of course, he didn't originate it. It was originated by the, you know, the ragtime guitarists, you know, end of the 19th century, early 20th century. Look, a lot of people have misconceptions of the blues, you know, because it got turned in, you know, to a pop song medium when it was, you know, a lot of the folk aspects of the music kind of faded away, and it became a song which is basically about relationships. And blues always was about relationships, but there was always a context because it was a folk music, and people were talking about relationships in the context of these larger social forces that were impacting on those concepts, you know, on the relationships. And here's a song that talks about relationships, and it starts off with an argument, and it ends where they separate. But it's about money is survival, and you know, apparently she's saying to him that he's, you know, not able to provide, and he's saying, look, I do all that I can, but you know, there aren't that many job opportunities available to me and to people like us, and so, you know, I do the best I can. And so here's You Don't Know My Mind. I just love the idea of that, you know, we all have an inner life where you know, people recognize, you know, the terrible pressures that we're under, and that you know, in particular in the culture, the African American culture of the South, which was, you know, every aspect of it was pretty much defined by the Jim Crow nature of the conditions that people were in. Now, people who heard these songs from that culture knew this. A lot of people from outside the culture really just heard the relationship stuff and missed, you know, what, you know, the subtext of the song is. Now, this is Lead Belly's song. He did a couple of versions of this song. This one, though, is very clear what he's talking about. Breakfast on the table, my coffee's getting cold. Mama's in the kitchen getting sweet Papa told. Baby, you don't know my mind. When you see me laughing, babe, I'm trying to keep from crying. I asked my baby, could you stand to see me cry? She said, sweet Papa, I can stand to see you die. Baby, you don't know my mind. When you see me laughing, babe, I'm trying to keep from crying. Look, the first time I met you, laid at a stone, I took you in. You didn't have no home. You don't know my mind. When you see me laughing, babe, I'm trying to keep from crying.
this summer, harder to fall. I come home and took my Christmas in my overall. Baby, you don't know my mind. When you see me laughing, baby, I'm trying to keep from crying. I can't fork no wheeler, can't shake no cloud, but I can do anything if you show me how. Baby, you don't know my mind. When you see me laughing, baby, I'm trying to keep from crying. Play that now, baby. Walking down the levee with my head hanging low, looking for my mama and she ain't here no more. Baby, you don't know my mind. You may see me laughing, but baby, I'm just keeping from crying. You don't know my mind. The Jailhouse Blues. Now, you know, years ago, I did a thesis, and I called it the therapeutic characteristics of early down-home blues. And I played this song, and I can't believe I left it out. Each verse, this is about somebody who's becomes incarcerated, and it's like if you were writing a textbook on the stages that people go through. 1, 2, 3, go. 30 days in the workhouse, 6 long months in jail. Days in the workhouse, 6 long months in jail. Well, I got me in trouble. No one would go my bail. When a man gets in trouble, everybody turns him down. When a man gets in trouble, everybody turns him down. And I got me in trouble, Rikers Island bound. I say, please, Mr. Jailer, come unlock that door for me. Oh, please, Mr. Jailer, come and lock that door for me. 'Cause my heart is full of blue, and it's all come down on me. But I'm a hard-working prisoner, sent here without a trial. I'm a hard-working prisoner, sent here without a trial. But I'm as hard as they come,
will last a great long while. If I done like my baby told me, would have been here today. If I done like my baby told me, would have been here today. Would have been on Rikers Island in 611 per day.
Al, you should tell us about what you do in Brattleboro.
What I do in Brattleboro? I have a little studio up there, and one of the things I do in Brattleboro is I'm the community sponsor of Horses Sing None of It, also in Brooklyn, New York, and so I select which shows go on, and I do the editing when they have to, because sometimes the episodes are too long, and sometimes they're too short, and sometimes you've got the ones that where you can only salvage half of the show because the DVDs deteriorated, so I put them together and do a little editing. And I've also started being a rotating host on the folk music radio show on WBAI. So I did the first one in February, and I will do the next one on April 7th. So you can tune in at 10 p.m. on WBAI, streams at WBAI.org, or if you live in the area where you can pick it up, it's 99.5 FM, and I'll be doing that show. But I want to get back now to, if we have time, let me do another song, because I think this is an important song based on what's happening in the world today. And I always want to do this song, and this was a favorite of Leadbelly's, and it's really an interesting story. The song was written the music was written by Earl Robinson, who's a great composer of classic and folk influenced classical music. He wrote the music to I Dreamed I Saw Joe Hill Last Night, and the Ballad for Americans that Paul Robeson famously sang, and The House That I Live In that Frank Sinatra made famous. I think and also his lyricist was the same lyricist that he used for this song. This lyricist is a real interesting guy, because this lyricist wrote "Somewhere Over the Rainbow," for the movie of Wizard of Oz. He wrote, Once I built a tower, made it run, made it race against time. He wrote, Lydia, oh Lydia, that encyclopedia, Lydia, that tattooed lady. So this guy, has got a wide range. His name was E.Y. Harburg. And E.Y. Harburg and Earl Robinson combined on this song. It's basically a pacifist song saying World War II, at least, it shouldn't happen again. And so the lyrics for this song are a lyrics saying that we're all together. The title is We're in the Same Boat, Brother. He wrote it as a classical cantata. And it was supposed to sound like it was a folk song that was turned into a classical song. And Earl Robinson famously said that when Leadbelly did it, he turned it back into a folk song. Let's see if I can get this right. This is mostly based. And I just want to do it because, as we tape this now, the horror is going on in Ukraine, and I want to sing this song because of that.
what a sea of space. It's a spot to launch the human race. So we built them a boat and a mixed up crew, with eyes of black and brown and blue. And that's how come that you and I got just one world, just one sky. We're in the same boat, brother. We're in the same boat, brother. And if you take one end, you're gonna rock the other. It's the same boat, brother. So the boat rolled on through storm and grief, over many a rock and many a reef. What kept them going was a great belief, so they had to learn to navigate. And the human race's special phrase. And if they didn't want to be in Jonah's shoes, they better be mates on this here cruise. We're in the same boat, brother. We're in the same boat, brother. And if you shake one end, you're gonna rock the other. It's the same boat, brother. Now here's the part which you have to know a little World War II history. But the second line is very, very telling. Oh, the boiler blew somewhere in Spain, and the keel was smashed in the far Ukraine. Steam poured from Oregon to Maine. Well, it took some time for the crew to learn what's bad for the bow ain't good for the stern. And if the catch takes fire in China Bay, or a harbor deck or the blaze away, it's in the same boat, brother. We're in the same boat, brother. If you take one end, you're gonna rock the other. It's the same. What's the one? We're in the same boat, brother.
We're in the same boat, brother.
It's the same boat,
Brother.
Yay.
Well, folks, thanks for tuning in. And we want to thank Al Podber for being our guest.
My pleasure.
And
I apologize for a couple of wrong notes there, but no, well, we did one retake, but just one.
And thanks to Amherst Media for hosting the show. Thanks very much.
Days in the workhouse, 6 months in jail. 30 days in the workhouse, 6 months in jail. When I got me in trouble, no one would cover my bail. When a man gets in trouble, nobody turns him down. When a man gets in trouble, nobody turns him down. When I got me in trouble, rock was highly bound. I say, please, Mr. Jailer, unlock that door for me. I done like my baby told me, wouldn't have been here today. I done like my baby told me, wouldn't have been here today. Living on Rikers Island,